Hey now, this is the Creality Falcon2 Pro 40 watt laser engraver and cutter. Big shout out to Creality for once again sponsoring one of my videos. If you're into leatherwork, particularly if you're running a business that makes a lot of products, a laser is really becoming an essential tool. The amount of customization you can achieve along with the time saved cutting and, in my opinion, the precision of those cuts that you can bring to your work really just makes a laser a no-brainer. I'm starting this video off with an unboxing just to see exactly what you get when you purchase this machine. I've previously reviewed the Creality Falcon2 22 watt machine. I'll put a link to it here. This new machine looks similar, but it comes with several new key features. Most notably is the cover, which allows a full 360-degree view of your workpiece. Having a laser enclosure is a huge safety feature. This minimizes the laser light leakage and allows smoke and fumes to be directed and vented away from your work area. All things being equal, given the choice of an open frame laser or an enclosed machine, I'll always take an enclosed one. Okay, obviously there's some assembly required, and I'm going to let the camera roll so you can watch that. It's not too complicated, the manual is fairly well illustrated, and I would say there's no real tricky parts. Really, most of the work is involved with building the enclosure. Having a built-in cutting bed is a very nice feature. This keeps you from needing to purchase a separate honeycomb bed. By the way, I was wondering why the slots were cut different in this middle section. It's so you can lay the slats down flat like this for small items that may not sit on them otherwise. That's my fault for not reading the instructions. And here is the 40 watt laser module. It has all the standard things that you would expect. Air, fire, and lens monitoring. If the air assist cuts out or the lens gets dirty, or more importantly, if it detects a fire, the machine shuts down. When you buy the 40 watt model of this machine, it will come with a 1.6 watt laser module. According to Creality, this is specifically designed for engraving with more detail. This is the drawer that will catch all the cuttings and falling debris that will be generated. This can be pulled out and dumped when it gets full. This is your air assist. It's essentially an air pump that pumps air into the laser. It's externally mounted but is fully adjustable. You get a set of keys to prevent unauthorized usage. You also have your emergency kill button. All pretty standard stuff. Another thing to note is the cover is linked to a sensor that stops the laser if it's opened. This is another good safety feature. You also have an integrated light bar. Right, so another feature is you have an integrated overhead camera. There is a calibration procedure that you're going to have to do to set it up. But once you got that open up and light burn, this is going to be pretty much invaluable to position your designs. And this is great for etching small items or when cutting a batch of pieces on a single piece of leather or material. And speaking of material, let's get down to what I want to make in this video. And for this leatherwork project, I am going to use the Falcon2 Pro's 40 watts to both deeply engrave and cut this 1/2 inch thick plank of maple. I'll include my light burn settings for anyone who's interested. Etching, not so much, but whenever you have the power cranked up to cut, it generates smoke. Fortunately, the Falcon2 Pro's hood is working exactly as it should and pulling all the smoke out of my work area. I wouldn't say this is analogous to cutting through warm butter, but it did a pretty good job. This is thick wood. And as with any laser project, I'm going to have to clean up the edges a little bit. But this particular project, you're not going to see the edges, so it's not going to be that big of a deal.